What's up, Bulls Nation? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a weird time to do a Bulls Weekly, I must admit, but today is going to be our very first episode of Chicago Bulls Weekly. I left the preseason alone, let it be what it is. I feel like Bulls Weekly kind of does matter for the regular season because the games truly matter, and therefore, obviously, the wins and the losses will determine how good or bad the Chicago Bulls weeks are, and for the vast majority of people, how moody the Chicago Bulls fans are as well. We could be over the moon with the week that we've had, or we could be downright really upset with the week that we had. So it's the first week of the season for us, ladies and gentlemen. Bulls basketball will be back, and I'm very, very excited for it. Before we get any further, though, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and the week that they are about to have. What is your weekly prediction for the Bulls? We have 3 games to look forward to, in my eyes at least. And where do you think the Chicago Bulls will go? Will they be 3-0? Will they be 1-2? Will they be 0-3? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. But this is something else I needed to bring to the table as well, because I did say in the past that I would live stream Bulls Weekly. If you guys want to see that, I'll be happy to do it, but I decided to make this a normal video, simply put because I don't have enough time, and also because by the time I'm uploading this video, it's probably going to be well into the night for Chicago Bulls fans. So I feel like it was only normal to make it a video at this point in time. But if you want to see a live stream of some sort of Bulls Weekly, let me know in the comments below, and obviously I'll have to adjust accordingly depending on what you guys would want. But nonetheless, we have 3 games to look forward to. There is no need to talk about rewards or anything like that. We're just going to talk about the games. Our very first game is going to be at home. So we get a home opener, ladies and gentlemen. That's obviously great to see. And that's going to be against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, Oklahoma, again, we've got to keep in mind, we don't necessarily know how all these teams are going to fare. So Oklahoma was a team that pretty much finished in a very similar position with the Chicago Bulls. I think they both finished in the 10th seed. And they both, I believe, didn't make it out of the playing tournament. So it's going to be a very even matchup, most likely. Oklahoma has Chet Holmgren now. They didn't have him in the past. They've obviously gotten better. The Bulls, obviously, we've seen in preseason that we're very up and down on the Bulls at the moment. But with the home opener, again, it's one of the situations where surely we win in the home opener. Again, it'd be massively disappointing to lose at home. But in the past, even, you know, in the last season, I think we had a home opener, or our first home opener, we got the game, that first game we had at home, my apologies, we got absolutely teared apart. So it's possible for us to lose a home opener. It's possible for us to lose against that, especially at home. We've seen it. But hopefully this season is a brand new Chicago Bulls team that will actually take pride in defending home court. That's the number one thing you need to have when you're trying to be a good team, and that's defend home court with all of your might. So OKC will be coming in trying to spoil our fun. But let's hope we end up having the last laugh. They're an exciting team, a young team, and I'm very much looking forward to how Oklahoma City will fare in their season. And they're one of the teams to watch out for in my eyes. They look really good. But hopefully in this game, we don't verse Oklahoma City that much. We could get the win over them. Our next game is going to be against the Toronto Raptors at home. We've seen how we fare with Toronto. Again, that's going to be a very close game. Defensively minded. The Bulls might have to adjust in some way, form, or fashion. You're going to need big step-ups from our big 3. I think there's going to be a lot of involvement in this game if we're going to walk away with the win, because Toronto have the same identity, even though their players may be different. They're focused on defense. They're focused on size. They're focused on switching. They're focused on rebounding. They provide a lot of threats to a lot of people, and the Bulls are undersized still. You know, we have Torrey Craig now. We have Patrick Williams that's playing the 4. But at the end of the day, the vast majority of this Bulls team is undersized. So that will create issues. But it's still a team that I believe we can beat. With the last team as well, our first back-to-back comes really quickly, by the way, because this is a back-to-back game. Our last game will be against the Detroit Pistons away from home. Detroit will be a little bit healthier than we last see them. They obviously have Cade Cunningham back, I believe. That's going to be a very interesting game. Detroit are a team with young talent looking to fight every single game. May not have the experience, but has a lot of players with potential. So Detroit could be a team that can either kind of remain where they are in a sense that they're still young, they're still not developing well, or they're still a team that needs more experience, or they could find those talents that take the next step and therefore they themselves take the next step. I think Detroit's going to be a very interesting team to look out for because they could be a team that defies expectations, or they're a team that's going to continue to look for first-round talents, first-round picks, and see where they can go from there. And yeah, that's really all I've got to talk about in terms of Bulls Weekly. My prediction for the Chicago Bulls is to go 2-1 this week. Again, I think 3-0 is going to be tough. And I don't necessarily think the Chicago Bulls are on the level to go 3-0 straight away. I'll be honest. There's still some kinks to work out. It's not been perfect. But I want to be optimistic. So I think a positive record on the horizon, which is fantastic. And I also believe that we can beat the talent that we're versing at this point in time. I think we can beat a Detroit Pistons. And I truly think we can win that home opener. Maybe the Raptors is the game that we struggle against. But either way, I'm picking 2-1. No matter what the games happen, where the wins happen, where the losses happen. That's my prediction. What's your prediction for the Chicago Bulls this week? It's a 2-1 like myself. Do you think 3-0? Amazing start to the season. Or do you believe we're going to have the worst start possible, go 0-3, and we'll be miserable by the end of the week? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. If you want this to be a little bit of a live stream, kind of like, I guess, looking back on the week, people can rant about the week, people can promote the week and say, hey, what a great week. As well as you could give your own predictions while I'm live. That could be an interesting way to look at it. But if it's not necessarily needed, I'd probably like to stick to the video format, but I'm happy and open to suggestions. But the watch-alongs for these games, the one on against Detroit, I won't be able to do. But the one on Saturday, or the one against the Raptors, and the one against Oklahoma, I will most likely be able to do. So stay on the lookout for those. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.